Hello, and welcome to the August Broken Binding title. This, my friends, is Jade War by Fonda Lee, the second title in the Green Bone Saga, the sequel to Jade City, and title, the precursor to Jade Legacy, which will be coming next month. Very excited to see this in person. I was a big fan of the trilogy. I did full book reviews for all three titles on my channel, so by all means check those out. It has been over a year since I've read them, so it has been a little while. But we have a bookmark, of course, as well, featuring a quote: "All that mortals could do was accept the lot they were given, and yet still fight to better their own fate and that of their loved ones." Jade War, August 2024. Green Bone Saga. There's a Green Bone sticker right on the page, just like Jade City before this. This is going to have exclusive end papers, exclusive Just Jacket art, exclusive boards, the whole works. So we have Randy Vargas's artwork on the jacket, right? Yeah, Randy Vargas did that. The internal map, I know, is Charis Loke. Art direction of Patrick Leo. Foil design by Kate Cromwell. Let's look at her foil design. Very, very nice. So this is a pretty big scene in the book on the cover here. So, I mean, it's not a spoiler because, you know, it doesn't tell you the outcome of said scene, but there is a duel that is quite impressive, quite big. And it looks like, I mean, I know it's just a leaf falling from the sky. It looks like that dude is like chomping down on some iridescent, glow-in-the-dark rat or something. Right? Am I the only one seeing that? Anyways, Jade is a little bit different. This is the bioluminescent Jade. A little bit different than, you know, any Jade you'd find in our own world. This Jade can give you superpowers, essentially. It can give you enhanced speed, enhanced reflexes, almost near invulnerability, the ability to reflect bullets. However, it is a very addictive substance. Not many people can harness the power of Jade. Many of them will become, addicted to said Jade. So it's up to the settlers of Kikon Island, which is all the way down here, one little island. That's one thing that Jade War does, is Jade City is very much centered on Kikon Island. Or Kekken, I don't know how you pronounce it. Jade War, you span the globe. You get a lot more of the world itself. There's the end papers. Okay, the end papers were not great. They did not work properly for Jade City. So we had plain white end papers and a fold-out map of Kekken Island. Janloon being the capital city where everything takes place pretty much everything takes place in the first novel. So the first novel is very much The Godfather with magic. This is the map that is in the trade edition. The trade edition must have had this map. Oh yeah, that says Janloon. It must have had this map in it too, but I don't recall. Look, it's been over a year. This gives you an introduction into the cast of characters, in case you are not reading this immediately after Jade City. But Jade City introduces you into the Call family, the members of the family, who are one of the leading families who are at war with another clan. These two clans control all of Jade production, and they are jumping into a war. Oddly enough, even though this one is called Jade War, I actually feel like the war was very much, underway by the end of the first novel. This one kind of builds upon the war. Like I said, it kind of expands beyond the borders of Kekken Island. It's been over a year since I've read the novel. I do remember that I didn't like it as much as Jade City. It's not to say I didn't like it. I still enjoyed the novel. But Jade City, the first novel, was very much the high point of the trilogy for me. Jade War, it was good. It was a great follow-up to Jade City, but it didn't quite have the same level of excellence that Jade City had. Jade Legacy was good as well. It was a very fitting conclusion to the trilogy. I thought it was unfortunately the weakest of the trilogy, but that was just because Fonda Lee, who's an exceptional writer, tries to put so much into Jade Legacy. Like Jade Legacy, I'll talk more about that next month when I have that book by itself. But Jade Legacy actually deals with legacy. It deals with generations. It deals with passage of time and years, which can work. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't work. It didn't work as well as in the first two novels because it crams a lot into one novel, which it kind of ruins the pacing that we had going for us. But yeah, no, seriously, check out Fonda Lee's Green Bone trilogy. It is a hell of a read. Check out my full video reviews for them if you want to hear in more detail about each title. If you want to hear me rant or just kind of go off the beaten path for over 10 minutes on a video book review, then check those out. But I also have the trade editions that you can check out in those videos as well. So, that's pretty cool. It's a win-win in my opinion. So this is limited to 1,500 numbered copies, which is the Tier 1 copies signed by Fonda Lee. And I don't know how many copies there are for Tier 2. But Tier 2 are unsigned copies, but you do still get all the other perks of this fancy trade edition. If there's a huge waiting list for these Broken Binding titles, so if you are still on the wait list, or if you just don't want to spend money every month, then please subscribe to the channel, because I am not leaving. I'm staying on this train. And I'm going to do it for your viewing pleasure, so you can come back month after month and watch every monthly Broken Binding title from their fantasy subscription series. Lots of videos, plenty of other videos on the channel as well, including at least one book review a week, as well as plenty of other unboxing videos, so there's lots to check out. If there are any leftover copies, many months down the road, they might sell the leftover sets. They just did this past week the Lacanius trilogy, which is kind of wild, because wasn't that like the second? No, it couldn't have been the second. I feel like the Willowing Flame might have been the second series. Or was Lacanius the second series? First was was Joe Abercrombie, and I feel like Lacanius was the second series. So we're talking like years later, they finally did those leftover sets, which is kind of wild, because they've done leftover sets for titles that were released after that. But those Lacanius sets sold out in like 30 seconds, which is just damn. But anyways, if you want to just, check it out month after month, subscribe to the channel here. It's well appreciated. But check out the Broken Binding, check out Fonda Lee, and check out the Green Bone Saga. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around next time.